my name into their warnings, whispered it to keep kids in line. Painted horns where scars were bleeding, called it chaos, called it mine. I held the cracks when worlds were shaking, bled jokes just to dull the fear. But it's easier to curse a trickster than face what's breaking here. I spoke in riddles, yes it's true, but lies were never what I sold. I bent the light so you could look at truths too sharp to hold. They needed a monster, not the truth, something dark they could accuse. If the foe wears my face, then their hands stay clean, and their gods stay pure and unbruised. They needed a monster, not the truth, so they crown me in blame and sue. If I'm the villain in the song, they don't have to ask what they were willing to do. I watch them pray for easy answers while sharpening their knives. Every oath breaks differently when survival's on the line. I love too fiercely, burn too loudly, wouldn't bow, wouldn't fade. So they wrote my name in ashes and called it justice, called it fate. I laugh because if I went silent, you'd hear the rot beneath. A trickster's grin is mercy when the truth has teeth. They needed a monster, not the truth, something wicked, something loose. If the blame is mine alone, they don't have to see what their silence produced. They needed a monster, not the truth, so they fed me to their youth. Let the story sleep at night while I carry the weight of what honesty might ignite. I was never innocent, I was never clean, but I was honest in the ways they'd never dare to be. Bind my hands, sing my sins, chain me deep, call it peace. Just don't ask who lit the fire if you're warm because of me. They needed a monster, not the truth, so I wore it like a crown. If someone has to be the dark, let it be me. I've been here before, I won't. They needed a monster, not the truth, and I love them enough to lose. If the lie keeps the realms intact, then I'll stand in the shadows with the truth on my back. One day the songs will crack and split, and the truth will bleed right through. They'll say my name a little softer than when they realize the monster was in me.